Gotta wait for somebody to get on so that we can get started. Alright, cleaned up enough. What's up, Chris? You might be the only one tonight. At least to start. Alright, well, I'm not going to waste any more time. I mean, it's already 10:30 and we're 2 minutes into this video. Alright, Facebook, round 3. Walking Dead Season 4, Part 2. Break is sponsored by me, iFish73. First, we got to do our random. So, I'm going to switch. I cannot see what's going on as much. Hey, Marcus. Alright, so there's the infinite screen. Come over here. This is our list of the 14 people. If you asked for a specific number, you got it. If you didn't, I just, threw you in there. Gonna copy that list. Got random.org waiting for us. Paste our list. Remember, we do this 5 times. So the 5th one's the one that counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you go. You ready? 5. Okay, oh wow, Marcus, I'm sorry. Holy cow, how did that even happen? How is that possible? Come back over here. Put this in here. All right. I cannot believe that. That's just. All right, so now we're gonna come back to here. Okay. And George usually has the worst luck. So I think he's going to be shocked more than anything. Oh, let's hope for 12 Andrew Lincolns. Well, actually, that still wouldn't be. All right, 3 Andrew Lincolns, 3 Norman Reedus, 3 Denai Guerreras, and who cares about the other 3? If that's how our first ones went. gotta go slow at first so I can find my first black parallel. There we go. Alright, so it's right in the middle of the pack. What do you guys think about Cryptozoic anymore? I was talking to some people, they think that Cryptozoic might be slowly fading away from trading cards. I mean, I know they just did that the CZX set. Well, oh, we got a sketch right off the bat. Most of the, honestly, I mean, like if you read that whole thread about them, most of the complaints are, honestly, they're unwarranted. Alright, M31, our first relic. That's the main man, Sebastian. Alright, and our sketch. So we got ourselves Carlos Caballero. Nah, Sebastian, there won't be any Star Wars until... oh, geez. I guess Return of the Jedi Black and White, which I think is the end of January. Yeah, most people went into it with the assumption that it was going to be one big autograph per case, and it wasn't. You know, they... But, there's our first autograph. And then, I mean, the secondary market, I mean, people were dumping the cards from day one. And, I mean, they have no control over what people do on eBay. I mean, I was looking, I think I have one extra base set I was able to make out of everything. And, I mean, they're going for, people are selling them for like $20. I mean, you can only make 2 base sets max out of a case. And they're selling the base set for $20. I really do think, though, somebody had mentioned that, you know, sports people were taking a bet on it, and then when they couldn't, you know, if they didn't hit one of the top autographs, they just dumped everything to try and pay their credit card bills. I would love to open more of it, though. I mean, none of the dual autographs have been hit. I mean, there's only 4 of them. But there's been a pretty decent amount of cases open, so if any were hit and, you know, we don't know about it, that's a possibility. The one thing I'm curious about, and I don't know the particulars. I don't know what distributor pricing was and MSRP and all that kind of crap. But if you think about it, we didn't get a Terminus one. M29. Here's a Sasha. It's got a little pattern, not pattern, but the fabric. Well, that's exactly what I was about to say with him. So if you think about this, so whoever the printer was printed the cards, packed them up, and they apparently, I guess on the pallets, had the cases in sequential order from how they were printed. So those cases made it back to Cryptozoic, who then sent them off to the distributors, who then sent them off to the end person, in this case Covey. So after exchanging hands 3 times, he somehow got 3 cases in a row. And that's the part, I mean, it sucks, you know, that's what happened, but, you know, it's just a really weird thing. And the scary part about it is, what if that happens with the dual autographs? Like somebody buys 4 cases and they get all 4 duals. You know, they're not giving them back. First autograph, base, Michael. Got ourselves an Abraham. But I mean, he was completely unrealistic in what he was asking for, though. I mean, he wanted them to give him, well, we had 3 cases in our break. I mean, it was 11 cases. 3 of them didn't have a top auto. Now, when I put in the missing hit request and I talked to him, you're driving back from Maryland to Massachusetts. Hey, stop by and say hi. You'll be driving past my house. Not really, but you know what I mean. You can help me fix the toilet in my bathroom. I gotta replace the guts. But our one case that was missing the hit, when I contacted him, and I told him that, you know, I said, I don't think we should be getting one of the lowest autographs. Of course, that's what we ended up getting. You go to Wildwood often, Chris? But I also said, and she, you know, Mary Carmen had said, if they couldn't give me, you know, a fair replacement, you know, because I said if you can't give me a you know, a decent autograph, I said I'd even take a nice sketch instead of. And you know, she said it would be a fair replacement, and that's what I got. Let's see. How you doing there, Comic Crossing? Our best hit so far, or recently, well, just with that Star Trek Inflections that we opened up, not the case we just opened, but the one that we opened up a few days ago. We had the Leonard Nimoy, we had the William Shatner, Avery Brooks dual autograph. Oh, okay. The Star Trek case, it was okay. It wasn't nearly as good as the first case. We got a Benedict Cumberbatch was our top single autograph. We did not get a dual autograph in the case though. We got 3 of the autograph relics, so I think we got that instead. Yeah, Chris, I don't even pay attention. I mean, I lose track, I should say, of where I mail out all the cards to. So you're just up there in Monmouth? I don't get up to Central Jersey often. Matter of fact, we were in Monmouth last year, Mother's Day, for my son had a game up there, right near the college. Some artificial turf fields. M44, Steven. I still say though, at the price of Star Trek Inflections, it's a great rip. If you're taking the expressway, well, for you would take the Parkway down to go to Wildwood, but I'm literally just off the expressway. Expressway goes right through my town, my hometown. All right, guys, tonight we got ourselves a new person watching, Comic Crossing. I've been talking with him in YouTube chat. Here's our first Walker, M45. I think, what is it, M61 is the scarce Walker relic. So anyway, so he's interested to learn exactly how the group breaks work. So I figured it would be easier to just explain it to him, you know, live and talk to him, than to keep going back and forth. So first up, Comic, are you on Blowout Cards Forum by chance? Because most of the breaks I do are on there. This break here actually is through my Facebook group. So if you're on Facebook as well, you can look up iFish73 Non-Sport Group Breaks. So what we do is we pick a case that people want to open and take a gamble on. Okay. Most of them are done on there because obviously that's where, you know, that's exactly where we're at. You know, everybody that's interested in opening up cards is already on there, so it makes it a lot easier to fill breaks on there. So what we do is we pick a case that we're interested in opening, that, you know, a bunch of people want to all join in on, we figure out the best way to divvy up the case. So if we do it real simple, let's just say that it's Walking Dead autograph collection, okay? Since that's nice and simple. It is a 20 box case and there's only 20 cards. One card per box. So, and the case costs whatever, 500 bucks. So you divide it up, so it'd be $25 a person plus whatever the shipping is going to cost. You know, it's only a single card, you know, so shipping's not going to be expensive. So, you know, shipping and PayPal, say it comes out to like $5 more. So everybody's going to pay $30. So everybody pays $30. I buy the case. Here's our second autograph. This is a base. And we got Glenn. Alright, so we're starting off pretty good. Alright, so everybody pays. I order the case. I get it sent to me. Once everybody pays, a moderator of the forum will randomize the 20 people or the 20 spots to determine what order you get to pick your cards. So after that's done, we open up the case. You know, we record it live on YouTube. And then whoever was lucky number one will pick the one card that they want out of the 20 that we got. And then whoever had number two will pick out of the 19 cards that are left. And you just keep going down the line until all 20 cards were picked. Now, in the instance that you get a bonus and there's extra items in there, so if you have the case divvied up 20 ways and you get a 21st hit, then the draft sneaks back up, so it goes backwards. So whoever number 20 was, they go a second time, and then number 19, 18, 17, and you go backwards until everybody's picked. Or excuse me, until everything's gone. And then after the break's done, I pack it up and I mail it off to you. And that is pretty much it. I mean, and that's a pretty basic, you know, rundown on how the break works. Now there's all different types of formats of break too. It's not just that kind, but most of my breaks are, they're called hit drafts. So for Star Wars, since you commented on that Rise of Skywalker set, so what I did there is every box has 2 hits, and there's 12 boxes in the case. So you've got autographs, sketches, and medallions. Alright, M56. This has got some stuff in it, blue and red. I don't know if I'd really call it a pattern because it's physically like sticking out of the fabric. I got the checklist open. Let me, hold on one. I just want to jump to the checklist. Yeah, M61 is scarce. M53 is scarce. M38 is scarce. Just those 3. Alright. So we didn't pull any of those. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it's sticking out, whatever it is. Alright, so anyway, so back to the break thing. So you've got 24 spots for those hits, for the autographs, the sketches, and the medallions. Then you've got the different parallels. So one spot will be all the purple parallels, one spot will be all the greens, one spot's all the orange, one spot for the gold. I forget how many different colors there were. There was 4 or 5 different colors that we had for parallels. And then I actually, which a lot of people don't do with group breaks, I actually sort out all the base cards and I make sets. So that way everybody gets, they don't just get, either they don't get no, just like random cards in a box. Yeah, we pulled that Maggie, I think in the first break because I got that one. I ended up giving it to somebody. Right, I think I put it in one of the other breaks that was short a hit or something. But anyway, so then I take all the base and insert cards and I sort them up. So the very first base spot got a complete master set. So they'll get, like 2 base sets, and then they get at least one of every, here's a gold parallel. They'll get at least one of every insert set. And then base spot number 2 will get a couple of base sets. Number 3 of 25. Good image. And then whatever insert sets are left. And then base spot number 3, same thing, whatever's left, and a couple of base sets in 4. So that's how that's all broken down. And then same thing, everybody picks what they want, which is good because, say somebody like me, I don't collect autographs. If I collect anything, I'm collecting a base set or insert sets or parallel sets because I enjoy that more. So that's what I want to grab. But now the Star Wars break that you commented on, the draft itself just finished. So if you go on to Blowout and you look up that break, you will see, how a case was all broken down. No, I don't think I have ever had a break where I've made it where somebody gets, skunked on a hit. What I did for the Star Wars break is I just made it where, because I know you're going to get at least 1 or 2 golds, so everybody gets something. But the what is it? The reds are the 101s. So reds I didn't count at all. So if we would have pulled a red, that would have been an extra hit. I always err on the side of caution, so I'll make sure everybody gets, something. And then what usually ends up working out the best is the last couple of picks will get to pick a second time, because maybe I'll cut back the number of spots just to make sure everybody gets at least something. M59. That's something I actually kind of have I'll call it a complaint about, because in the breaker rules on Blowout, unless they changed them, it says that nobody is allowed to get nothing in a break. Everybody has to get something. Yet people have breaks that I've seen where you might get nothing. And it's when they run those weird breaks where it's like, here's a, you get based off of the last number, the serial number of the card, or some, or they do a player draft, and because it's only one case, you might not get every player. So, I don't know. Now, I mean, it's one thing when like Houdini does a player draft and it's 100 cases, you're going to get every player in that. All right, box 3, another base autograph, but I'll take it. Darryl. When we did, perfect example for me, when we did the high-tech break, I forget if it was 2015 or 2016, we did a random, I mean, I'll call it a random player break, but we did a random break, and I thought for sure with 5 cases, I would have had at least one card for every that you aren't. Yeah. Yes, I do. Return of the Jedi Black and White is filling right now. There's a second case, and that one actually, that's a perfect example because that's the kind where most people, they want the base more than anything else because the autographs are going to suck. And I not to be mean about it, but I haven't been thrilled about any Star Wars since Masterworks 1, 6 years ago or whatever it's been now. Is the video choppy at all? I was just noticing that my output is really low. Not sure why, but because I don't. Maybe if I have my is it? Yeah, it said the output was low. I wonder. Well, the out of focus, that's my fault. Only because I was trying. Somebody had recommended to turn autofocus off. Hold on, I'm just going to show this again. And I just gotta, because you know how much of a pain in the ass it is to focus. Now I don't know, I don't remember where to do it, but maybe I got to turn autofocus back on. I mean, it wasn't, when you say before, like in the Star Trek break we just had, or because this was probably 3-4 breaks ago now that I turned autofocus off. I mean, I don't have anything really super high production wise here, but I mean, it's still I think the camera was like $100 that I'm using. Here's our autograph. Well, I was just, I never understood, back in the day when I was first started doing the breaks, and I would use Ustream. I didn't need this encoder. I could just go right to it, and I could also be live without actually recording, so that way I could wait and see, and then once a couple people got on, then I could start recording. But with YouTube, I can't. I've got to record from the get-go. But it gives me this. There's a little color bar at the top that gives me my strength of feed, and it was red, which means it was a a bad feed. It's orange now. I think I need a new computer. Actually, I know I do. This computer's pretty old. That'll probably help some on my end. And I mean, and I'm hardwired. I don't go wireless. But even if I'm hardwired, like my son's on Xbox right now, and I know that takes a lot of bandwidth. Oh, we were so close. M60. I wanted M61. I'm surprised we still haven't gotten a parallel of the autographs yet. Like this one here that I didn't show you at is a base also. You know, it's a shame that we get so many Nicoteros out of part 1, because I would love to pull a Herschel autograph. Well, we're only 4 boxes in, and I mean we did pull a Darryl and a Glenn. It is amazing how good the cases are in general for as cheap as they are. Tara. I mean, I know Tara's, lower down on the list, but I mean, 4 boxes in, and we got Darryl, Glenn, Abraham, and Tara already. I'm gonna jinx us by saying that, because now we'll end up getting what's his name, Gareth 3 times, and we'll get a Bob or 2. I remember when I talked to George about when they got rid of the Walking Dead license. I think he said it was actually I think it might have actually been AMC, which is one of the reasons why they were getting rid of the license, because they wanted them to produce more. I wonder if like Topps was whispering in their ear, saying, "Oh, you know, we could triple your revenue for cards." I've never even looked. I wonder how much cases, if there's even any left to open, how much cases would be for season 3, season 2. I mean, season 1 definitely isn't even worth touching. I know Dave and Adams, they've had a box. I don't know if they have more than one, but they've had boxes of season 1 up on their site. That's definitely, you know, something you buy to not open. That's just to have. See, now right now, again, my output strength is down to very low. M57. So, Chris, you go to Wildwood every year? Oh, I gotta show this. I can't wait. I jinxed us. I'm not much of a beach person, but when we go down, we're Ocean City people ourselves. Yeah, that's my whole thing. I mean, first off, I'm a pasty ass Irish person, but here's a silver. My wife's Italian. When I used to go down when we were younger with her parents, oh my god, they could just lay on the beach for hours. I couldn't stand it. I have to do something. I can't just be there. When we go down with my kids, as soon as we got to the beach, I'd be like, all right, let's go play miniature golf. Let's go to the arcade. Let's just do something. M30. And you don't stay up in your neck of the woods, right? Go to like LBI, Seaside, any of those places. I guess they don't really. Well, Seaside has stuff to do, but nothing like down south. Excuse me. I need to take a drink. We're on box 6 right now, so that's our halfway point when we're done this. Yeah, I've only ever been, I mean, just because of how close I am to down this way. I had a friend of mine whose family, they used to have a boat docked in LBI somewhere, so never went to the beach. We would just go to the boat. And then I went to Seaside once. M57, that is our second one of those. You know, it's funny. You know how I can tell I'm actually getting old? Is we went to Cape May twice this summer, or this year. I'm sorry. We just went recently. M58. I think that's a second one of that one too. Oh, it's very nice. There's our autograph. So it shows we got 3 people here, and you're the only one talking, Chris. So who else is on there watching us right now? Are you still around, Comics? You know, it is amazing. I mean, I understand the prices. You know, the autographs have come down a lot. But I mean, to get an entire case of Cryptozoic Walking Dead for $240, I mean, how can you not? It's a hard deal to pass up. No, I mean, you pull one good autograph, and I mean, you got a ton of trade bait. Yeah, I'm not sure what I've pulled and what I haven't pulled anymore. All right. What does this inscription say? So we got Joe here, but maybe you can help me out. What does that say at the bottom? Oh, claimed. It says claimed. That's it. Took me a second. That is true. I think the best thing about doing these group breaks, though, is that it's cured me. I don't have the itch that I have to, like, I don't have to open for myself because I'm opening it for everybody else. I couldn't walk into a store without opening up a box or two of something just because I had to open, even if it wasn't something I really wanted. some of these I got to really look at them to make sure they're not the black parallel. There's our autograph, our first parallel. I mean, I really do enjoy it. Obviously I wouldn't do it if I didn't, because the amount of time that this takes. I always say, you know, if I try and equate the amount of money, because obviously, you know, I do make a little bit of money on this. It's not a lot, but I'm not even close to minimum wage. You know, there's no big thing in it. Not like some of those other guys that, you know, that they're also they get it wholesale, so they make a good, you know, couple $100 a case. M51. Yeah, who knows? Maybe when my boss retires and I got to go find another job, I'll have to. I can look at try and figure something out like that. M30. Here's a question for you, Chris. Would you open up a product that had no autographs in it? Actually, would you open up a product that had no autographs, no relics, no sketches? It was just base cards, insert cards, parallel cards, nothing else. It's not a lot. I'll be 100% honest with you. It varies, but you know, say it averages like $50 a case. I think there needs to be a change in the product a little bit. They gotta go for it. Like, we all think Walking Dead is done for right now. You know, autograph collection, that was Topps' sticker dump. But what if somebody picked up Walking Dead and they put out one, like say the show was done, and they put out one set that encompassed the entire show, plus Fear the Walking Dead, why not? So you had a pretty decent sized base set, you know, say just say Walking Dead ends at 10 seasons, so you've got, you know, a good 300 card set that covers all of that. silver autographed. Since you mentioned Eugene, and they had, you know, say 2 parallels of the whole set. Nothing crazy. Some different insert sets. Just really old school, you know, back before there were sketches and autographs and printing plates and all that crap. Like something from the mid-90s. I guess because, like I said, I don't collect autographs. You know, I collect some sketches, nothing crazy. But I would actually welcome a set like that. I mean, I would think the production cost has got to be really low since they don't have to worry about getting autographs or having sketches or finding memorabilia. You know what? Put the printing plates in there. Give at least that's something. Here's a silver. Oh no, relics are definitely cool. It's just half of them. Well, Walking Dead's a little bit easier for them, but how many of them now, you know, they're not even actual relics. It's source material. So it just comes from a bolt of fabric that was on set. Here's another M60. Oh, come on, stay open. Yeah, those Falcon relics that came out of the new Star Wars set. I would like to see exactly what the prop was that they got that from. And that's because it's from a toy they bought at Walmart. M59, I know we have that one earlier on in the case. Or like you could tell it was from one of the Lego kits. Okay, Black Parallel, Rosita. We have 4 more boxes, so 4 autographs to go. I say that there is a Michonne in one of these 4 boxes. That's my only prediction. We're either going to get another Tara or Gareth. We're going to get a Michonne and a Bob. Yeah, I remember reading that. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, unless people were implying that he had, like, his wife sign them or something. I gotta tell you, this is actually pretty impressive. We are 9 boxes in, and we just got our first wine bottle. Of course, now we're going to get a wine bottle in every one of these boxes. Yeah, you're right. He just, they put a sheet of stickers in front of him. Do you have any predictions for the next 4 autographs? Like I said, I'm going with Michonne, Gareth, Bob. I don't remember who I had for my 4th one. M49. Let's see, I did pretty good holding it off. There's only 5 packs left. I think it's in that one. I think. I don't know. Kind of mixed them around a little bit. Autographs in that pack. Didn't see who it was. Just saw that it was an autograph. Here's a silver. Alright, how'd we do? Alright, well we both got one of them down. Here's our base Bob. Alright, so we both say Michonne. So we got... So you're thinking Gareth, Sasha, and Michonne. And I was going Gareth, Tara, and Michonne. I agree with you. I don't think we're going to get a Rick. But I mean, I'd be happy with Daryl and Michonne in the same case. There's our autograph. That was not in the pack I was expecting. You know, I miss Cryptozoic back, you know, in the day. They used to have it where a lot of their releases, you would get one extra autograph in the case. There's wine bottle number 2. Definitely like in the Hobbit cases, it was always, you know, one box had an extra autograph. It was like a given. I can't remember if the older... Matter of fact, I don't think I opened up with the group breaks. I think I started with season 4. I think Houdini actually had opened up some of the earlier stuff. I remember seeing a bunch of like character case breaks, which well, that's why I'm trying to remember exactly, but I know in some of them, you know, maybe like in the early, like say like Arrow season 1, I could have sworn in one of the Hobbits, and maybe even in one of the other ones, that there was always one extra autograph. I can't remember which one it was, but one of them, I remember there was one base card, and it was either in Five Armies or it was in Desolation, that for some reason one of the cards was just not there. So you would have, because they were smaller sets too. They were only like 54 card sets or 72 card sets. I'd have like 20 sets made and 10 of them were missing the same card. M43. So yeah, they were good. They were good releases. Especially Desolation was really cheap for a while. I remember opening a lot of cases of that. Only ever pulled one Arkenstone out of all the cases I opened from all the releases. Did pull one of the 6-way dwarf autographs. All right, you are 2 for 2. Sasha. Right, so I just need Michonne. Somebody posted they opened up a bunch of Hobbit stuff over Christmas. I remember they pulled one of the I forget what they were called, but the poster art autographs of Freeman. There's our autograph in the very first pack. I hate that. I would love to know if anybody ever pulled the Golden Ring card from Unexpected Journey, though. I've never heard of it ever surfacing. That's probably the best thing about Cryptozoic is that if somebody were to pull that now, you could, you know, or, I mean, pull anything, they still redeem them. M34. I was actually hoping Arrow Season 2. I haven't checked to see how many of the redemptions are left out there, but you could pull some really cool redemptions out of that. It was like arrow heads and quivers and all kinds of neat stuff. That's one thing. They always did the redemptions right. I mean, going all the way back to season 1 of Walking Dead. I don't watch. The only time I watch Arrow is when it's the crossovers. Matter of fact, have you watched the Crisis crossover? Because I don't watch Supergirl, I don't watch Batwoman. I watch Flash, Legends, Black Lightning. I guess it was. I wasn't kidding when I said there's going to be a wine bottle on every box. Three for three. I didn't watch it yet because somebody said that it still hasn't finished airing. That the last part or two doesn't come out for like another month. Or something like that. So I just have them saved on my DVR. I figured I'll... Oh, here's a silver, one of the puzzle inserts. I think that'll be it for the wine bottles. There's another silver. 2 silvers in the same box. Black Parallel. Alright, you're 3 for 3, I'm 2 for 3. Of course, that means if your odds stay, if your guesses and my guess, we got Gareth in this last one. Maybe we'll get lucky. We'll get, like you said, we'll get a second. Hell, like I said, even a second Tara, I'd be happy with. Anything but another Gareth. You know what I was just thinking? With Star Trek and with this particular season of Walking Dead, no Denise Crosby. I know she signed for Rittenhouse back in the day. And it's just like how you usually get all 3 Nicoteros in part 1. Oh, she does? You know, the funny thing would be, I didn't pull it, did I? Because I already forgot. Yeah, I remember doing an archive box break. I think she was in one, a Next Generation. And it wasn't portfolio prints. Here's another duplicate. M51. So now you have to pick one of those, since you say you always get him in your cases. M49. Here's our autograph. Alright, I didn't see who it was. I can tell you that is a horizontal autograph. So I don't know if that can narrow it down at all. I don't know. I'll tell you. Hold on. That was pretty early on, wasn't it? Yes, it was vertical. So you think it's a horizontal Gareth? I can't see it yet. It's sticking to the card in front of it. Well, I hope you're wrong. There's what I'm going to do. I didn't look. Let's see. No, that's not it yet. Damn it. It's a base too. Oh, goodness. Okay, so now that we're done, there's our stack of black parallels. We got one gold. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 silvers, one of which being one of the puzzle inserts. Let me sort these real quick. I can tell you which ones we got duplicates of. Because, you know, as usual, you get 3 or 4 different duplicates. Alright, so we got 2 M30s. Let's see, oh, M29, M31, M34, M35. M44, M45, M43, M46, 2 M49s, M50, 2 M51s, M56, 2 M57s, 2 M58s, 2 M59s, 2 M60s. We got a nice sketch by Carlos Caballero. And autographs. So we got the horizontal base of Gareth. We got the vertical base of Gareth. Got a regular Bob. We got a horizontal Joe where he inscribed it with claimed. Base Tara, base Abraham, base Sasha. A black Rosita, silver Eugene, base Glenn, base Daryl, and a black Michonne. That is everything. I will scan or take pictures tomorrow. It's very late. I'm going to go to bed. So, thanks for watching. And once we get this one done, we'll have to try and see if we can do another Facebook break. Maybe stray away from the Walking Dead. Try something else that might be cheap. I don't know what else is out there right now. So, thanks for watching. And see you guys on the next break.